Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 10 of season 2 of Severance. This is the season finale. Last episode ended with Mark specifically, as he was awoken in one of these birthing retreat cabins with Devon and is now kind of being led to whatever this next little bit is going to be. You know, a lot of people have just been wanting to talk to Mark, get his insight into everything that's going on. And, you know, with the reintegration in process, and now with Cobell here, the creator of the process itself, I'm wondering if we will be able to finally bridge that gap between the two Marks. And then what is that going to lead to? This episode is called Cold Harbor. We know that he made a deal with Milchek to show up to work the next day, and they are 4% away from determining Gemma's fate, as we have also learned. Helly has been confronted by Jaime Egan as well on the severed floor, as she's kind of been poking around trying to like continue to pursue the mission that Irving left behind since Dylan has opted out and resigned. Irving on the outside, as Audi is leaving, taking a train off to who knows where at the behest of Britt. We're in a really interesting spot, and one thing that I didn't even like put together in the episode itself, considering season 1 was 9 episodes, and we have just a little bit of extra this time around, but both episodes 9 of season 1 and season 2 both ended with the words, "She's alive." Two very different tones, our characters in two very different places from then to now, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this goes. I did see that season 3 doesn't have an official green light, though they are working on it. I can't imagine this won't get picked up. All that said though, let's get ready to hop in and see how this finale breaks our hearts, because I'm sure it's going to. But with that all said, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, helps do the things you do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. With that all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 10, Cold Harbor. Here we go. Oh shit. Straight from the previously on right into the intro sequence.
Have you finished Cold Harbor?
Let's go.
No.
Yes. I mean, we knew that, but saying it out loud is cathartic.
And she's still alive. We can save her.
Who?
Miss Casey.
Gemma.
There's a hallway down there. It's long and black and hidden.
From Irving's drawings.
Putting it together. Oh, she didn't know about that.
We know where it is.
Well, let's fucking go.
What a funny speech you gave at the party.
Oh, that's what he was talking about when she was pretending to be Helena in the bathroom.
God, you're fucking weird.
I do not love my daughter.
Wow, shocker.
I used to see care in her, but he left her as she grew.
Sound like a great dad.
I had others in the shadows, but he wasn't in them either.
So that's what he's been doing with these other women, I guess.
Until I saw him again. In you.
Oh.
You and your family created hell, and you're going to burn in it.
There he is. Tomorrow is a special day.
Hey, why did you come here? What do you want from me?
Oh no.
So, wait, when I finish Cold Harbor, they do a test, and then they kill her?
You'll need to quickly get to the black hallway, then down to the testing floor.
Okay, but how do I find her once I'm down there?
No, you won't.
Your chip is only attuned to your floor. Once you get down to testing, you'll be your Audi again.
Oh.
And then he'll find Gemma and take her up to the severed
Makes
floor.
sense.
Where you will guide her to the exit stairwell.
Right, okay.
Oh, so they're gonna have to basically do like a bit of a relay race of sorts. Pass her off as a baton.
If we can prove that they fucking kidnapped her, it will end them.
Well, if Lumen ends, then what happens to every innie on the severed floor?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You want me to give my life?
No.
The lives of everyone down there, just to save one person you happen to care about.
It doesn't have to end your life.
Wait, what?
Really?
There's somebody else who wants to talk to you, actually.
Mark himself, I imagine.
Watch it. Record
Oh.
your response.
And then step out.
Step outside.
So Audi Mark can respond and we'll go back and forth this way.
Hey, well, I guess you know who I am. I think you've spoken with Devin and Miss Gobel.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he's kind of excited.
You know what it is that we're asking. But the first thing I need to say to you, that I am so sorry.
Oh.
You know, I created you as a prisoner and as an escape. Lumen told me you'd be happy, that innies are content, and because I took their word for it, you've been living a nightmare for 2 years. And part of the reason I'm here is to make it right. I hope, with all we have in common, you'll give me that chance.
Such a different response, you know, him getting to talk and converse with his Audi and have a completely different experience versus like Helena versus Helly, like what happened there, you know, oh. All right, here we go, man. Dude. What? Oh, that's sick. And now he's going to get to watch it from that perspective. I'm glad we're not getting to see the recording process, so we get to see the reaction to the words for the first time through them interacting with themselves for the first time like this. Ah.
Hi. I never expected to actually speak to you.
Holy shit.
Get an apology, so thank you. You know, nightmare is the wrong word, actually, because we find ways to make it work, to feel whole, which is why what you're asking scares me. You know, because whatever this life is, it's all we have.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want it to end. Can you understand that?
I mean, I get it, man. You're asking them to, well, perceivably die. We still don't really know what a complete reintegration entails, though, you know? We haven't really explored that completely, because that would be ideal, right? Well, again, shit. It would have been if things didn't get more complicated.
Lumen doesn't have to be your whole life.
You may have been seeing flashes lately, images from
Oh,
my
that's what he's
world
talking
out here.
about.
I've been seeing yours too. It's a process called reintegration. It's a way to recouple memories so we can be one person.
I started this because I see now how unfair this all is to you. And once my wife is free, I swear I will finish the process. This life, our life,
Belongs to both of us.
Oh.
And I want to share it with you.
Yeah, but that leaves the Helly and Mark situation in a very, very iffy position.
But what that mean exactly? That you get the right side and I get the left, or
We
is it
don't
like a
really
top-bottom
know.
situation? I'm honestly trying to understand.
no, it wouldn't be like a top-bottom situation. It's like
Both of us, like one person combined.
My memories and yours, and my trauma and yours, but like, you know, the good stuff too.
I mean, you've been alive, what, 20 times longer?
Whoever this new hybrid person is,
It's like he'd be way more you than me.
Oof. Very fair.
I just don't think that's how it works. Okay, how does it work?
We don't fucking really, we don't know. Cabal, help! Raise your hand, Mark. We need some answers. We need a little bit of help and guidance here. Maybe, I'm sure she knows anything more.
I mourned Gemma for 2 years. I lost my job because I fucking started showing up drunk.
you know, I hid all of her stuff in my basement because it was easier pretending that she never existed. And I thought I was protecting you from that pain.
Oh, hey, Miss Cooper told me you like someone down there?
Yeah, we need to. How's that?
Egan, right? Any name's Helene?
Honestly, I love that experience.
But what does that mean though for you guys if this does pursue?
Like what you and Helene have, but multiplied. Like thousands of days of like joy and arguments
and passion.
Then you can see why I have to have her back.
I'm so scared about how this is gonna go.
Kelly, actually. Kelly. It's the person I'm in love with.
Which you'd know if you'd ever taken an interest in my life.
Or tonight when you need something.
Fuck.
She's the person I'll lose if I do what you say, because
You know as well as I do that her Audi won't, like, reintegrate. Assuming that's
Very
even
true.
real. Assuming every word out of your mouth isn't a lie.
Shit. I mean, he's got no real reason to trust.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
I'm just trying to save my wife, okay?
And I can't abandon her. If you help me,
I won't abandon you.
I promise.
You know what I think? I think the second you get your wife back, you forget I ever existed. I think that I disappear along with every innie down there. What do you want from me? We are in this together. Can't you just trust me?
No.
Fuck.
He's a fucking child. He won't listen.
Let me speak to him. The numbers are your way.
Oh, just straight up with it.
They're a doorway into the mind of your Audi's wife, Chemus.
I don't understand.
You were never really meant to, right?
What do you see every day when you look at them?
What? We
The feelings. Yeah.
What do you feel?
sometimes sadness.
Whoa. Malice. Dread.
The clusters are...
Her tempers. The building blocks of her mind.
What am I building?
Every file you've completed is a new consciousness for her.
Oh.
A new innie.
I've completed 24 files.
Oh my god.
Cold Harbor is the last.
And is that her?
Tomorrow will be your
or a
final
new
day
innie,
at
25?
You will have served your purpose. And so will she.
Oh, are you gonna die regardless of what happens?
There'll be no honeymoon ending for you and Heliar. She's an Egan. You're nothing to them.
No, I don't believe you.
They're using you.
No, I don't believe you.
And they'll discard you like a skin husk.
I think you're using me.
Reintegration is your only chance.
Do you love your brother?
Yes.
Well, then you tell him that the next thing I see had better be the severed floor, or I swear he will never see his wife again.
I care for you.
Stop!
Oh. Oh. Whoa. Wow. That was fucking awesome. But yeah, now he's down. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the fuck? To mark the occasion of him completing his work, because like they said, completing all of this will be the greatest achievement on the planet, so they said. Wow, so they're being just guided probably right to their fucking terminals so he can just finish the job. Did say they wouldn't let him go anywhere else other. Oh God.
Mark, the founder wished to witness the historic completion of your 25th file. Goodly splendors await upon your victory. Love, Mr. Milchick.
That's not haunting at all.
Jay Megan was here. He said some cryptic shit about the fire of gear being in me, and that today is a special day.
I think whatever this is, she's a pivotal key piece of it.
I know why they're doing this.
Fuck. Oh,
hello, Dylan.
What the fuck?
No. Follow me.
Hell, maybe they never even put the request through, for all we know. The exalted victory of Cold Harbor. Oh, we don't know what would happen.
I could just not finish the file, not get her out.
If she's telling the truth, we're screwed either way.
I think Helly is going to be used as like a husk, an avatar for the culmination of all this research. You know, he needed somebody with that fire, with that Kier that he senses.
You could do this combining thing.
Well, yeah, but he could be a total liar.
What if he's not?
I love that she's...
She'll have a chance at living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I want to live with you.
But I'm her, Mark.
Okay.
This is some Romeo Juliet shit, man. I can't think of anything other than why aren't the numbers moving? Well, they finally moved.
Your Audi has responded to your resignation request.
Oh, did he now?
And as I'm duly swamped, I shall leave you to read it in solitude.
I got some pretty important shit going on at the moment. You are the least of my concerns today.
Dear Innie, I've read your request and organized my response into 3 points. Point 1, fuck you.
Sounds like Dylan.
Gretchen is my wife, and your actions with her were deeply fucking indecorous. Point 2, I get it.
Oh.
She's perfect.
Mm.
Given our shared physiology, it tracks that you'd agree. Here's the thing. I've never been an impressive person.
Oh.
So when Gretch told me that you're like this self-assured badass, it stung. So I guess point 3 is, I hope someday she sees in me what she sees in you. In the meantime, if I'm being really honest, I guess I like knowing you're there.
No. That he has that potential still, you know?
If you want to leave, you can, but I think you should stay.
Wow. Damn, that's big.
Sincerest regards, your Audi.
It was like a wake-up call for him, that whole experience. Knowing that that part of him is echoed in there, so knowing that there's this version of him that is reassured, confident in these ways, and it makes him feel like part of him is. Like Mark and his, like, everybody's got a very distinctive relationship with their innie and outie in a really wild way that each one is very different. And I like the way we get to have these little glimpses into it. And what is Milchek booking it to? He's taking his tie off and everything, running down the halls. What is he up to?
Been trying to think of other place names besides Delaware. I've got Europe, Zimbabwe, and the equator.
The equator? Is that a building?
Or a continent.
Maybe it's just a building that's like so big.
They gave a continent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
This could be their final moments together, man.
Just wish we had more time.
There it is. And here we go. Well, they're doing it together.
At least it's a happy one.
Oh. Oh, she was slipping him the directions, that's why. Oh, they are still... Alright, what now?
Call Mr. Egan.
Wait, what? The fuck? I can't hear this song and not think of Cobra Kai anymore, though, man. What the fuck?
Revel now in the fruit of your labors, and hail your earthbound steward, floor manager.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Kier. And may I say,
is that why he was dashing around to like get this whole bit set up?
I'd say the same of you, if not for my favorite core principle.
Probity?
No. Vision.
Well, it's truly special to host a man so illustrious, so sapient, so magnanimous.
My, you're verbose. Good thing you didn't write the first appendix. It would have burst.
That was actually pretty good. Oh, Milkshake did not like that, though.
It's an honor to receive your barbs, Mr. Egan. The legacy you've left behind is truly and
this is wasting time. We need to get the fuck out of here, man.
I mean this wax statue that's 5 inches taller than you actually were.
Oh! Are we going off script? Oh, I love these little digs.
Thank you for that feedback. Seth.
Oof. This has gotten tense as all hell, man.
And now, lady and gentlemen of MDR, may I introduce choreography and merriment.
What the fuck, man? We got a whole drum line coming? Oh my god, we do.
Let's go.
But what is actually going to happen, man? We got to get to Gemma. What happens when they lead her out? Like, what was your... Oh! What?
The efficacy test will begin shortly.
Uh-oh. What
Let's
is...
keep the Mark S. love going.
I have to leave.
With a ballad of Ambrose and Gunnel.
We knew Milkshake had the moves from season 1, but he's just really kind of... This is insane, dude.
You ready?
Yeah.
See you at the equator.
See you at the equator.
Nice, she's taking his attention. All right, let's go. But what is this efficacy test that they were talking about that Egan's about to sit in on? So whatever they did to Gemma, you know, whatever happens when she hits that final elevator, I imagine. She's gonna exit this world a completely different person, I bet. Damn, she's holding him in. Dylan, we need a hand. We need an extra set of hands. Oh shit. We're gonna have to somehow juke this dude. Oh, whoa. Is that just a secret room? All right, she's gonna finally enter Cold Harbor. And that's the garb she was wearing that day she left. So we may have hit the nail on the head as far as what this scenario is. Are we taking the lambs out to slaughter? She does not look happy about what she's doing right now. Shit.
Where's Mark?
I don't know.
Let's go, Dylan! Yo! Holy shit. I love how all these band members are just letting this happen, though. They're like, not my job. Oh, what's in the crib, though?
Who are you?
I don't know.
Mammalian's nurturable brings an offering.
Has it verve?
It does.
Wiles?
The most of its flock.
This beast will be entombed with a cherished woman whose spirit it must guide to Q's door.
What the
Is it up to the
fuck?
task?
It is.
Well, we're doing animal sacrifices and everything in this as well, man.
Take it apart.
What the hell? So that's the whole reason she's probably even here to begin with, you know, and they want her to disassemble it, remove maybe the last fragment of who Gemma even is as a test to see if they can, like...
We commit this animal to Kier in his eternal war against pain.
Eternal war against pain. So they've been studying pain and trying to exorcise that completely from the human condition.
How many?
How many what?
How many more must I give?
As many as the Fonda calls.
Oh, my God. Give it to him! Give it to him! Oh no, he's right there.
Mark S.
Oh, she's gonna pop him in the back of the head. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
Wrong door. I'm leaving, okay?
Shit. Oh! Holy shit. Come on. Come on, Gwendolyn. No more of your children must fall to this madness. Oh my God. Holy shit. It's gotta be coming. It's gotta be coming. It's gotta be coming. Let's fucking go.
No more killing.
Shit. Should have just pulled the trigger. Oh. Fuck him up, Britt. Let's go. No. Do it. Fuck it. No, go.
The barrier is holding.
The barrier is holding. She felt something walking in there, man, but just maybe not this root issue. Maybe it was just confusion she felt when she walked in here, which would be understandable, but no pain. So yeah, that's what it all has been for, which, you know, we kind of talked about, discussed a couple of times. Yeah, I've seen echoed in the comments a little bit as well, what this is all kind of leading towards.
Thank you.
Emil thanks you.
No.
Emil is the name of the goat.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, now in a second, I'm gonna change to my Audi, and then you are gonna take him to...
Oh! Oh! Oh, he didn't know what he did. He didn't know what scenario he was going to be waking up into, so he just was like, what the fuck? Wow. Holy shit. Oh, that is, oh my God. Well, Mark, you've officially killed a man. They are still just out there jamming, man. You gotta respect the commitment. Oh! Also, she's got a very vivid memory, or had a very vivid memory of this being taken apart. More than what it represents, but just that, like the listening of Mark tearing apart the crib after everything, you know?
Our friend Irving is gone, and they want our whole department gone. If he gets out, we're dead. They're gonna turn us off like fucking machines. You've seen them do it. I know you've lost friends too. They give us half a life and think we won't fight for it. Right, Milchick? Please help us. Please. Help us.
Rise up, man. Any revolt.
Open the door.
Step off, fuck out.
Do it.
No!
Now.
No! No! No!
It's not even like loaded. He can't fire it again without another cartridge. Or at least putting the bolt back in.
Jesus.
Oh, this dude's blood is all over you. Let's go. I hope that's enough. I hope that works. It hasn't dried enough. Oh, smart. I don't know. Let's go. Oh, but what if after all of this though, like she just, I'm worried. She might not even remember him anymore. Maybe that's what they meant by she'd be dead or gone or changed.
It's okay. It's me.
This would be the ultimate test of that, right? The barrier isn't intact, whatever that means.
I'm your husband.
But is it only effective in this room if we get her out of this room though?
Your name is Chemus, Scout. We've been married for 4 years.
No, we had a life together.
Don't speak to that man. He's here to hurt you.
And if you come with me right now, we can get it back.
No. Stop. This is not a part of the test. Don't let him touch you.
We have to go.
Stop.
Oh, fuck. Mr. Drummond. Mr. Drummond.
Sorry, he's not at the phone right now.
It's the fucking spouse!
Drummond!
This guy, his run is terrible. But will she wake up when she steps through the threshold? Okay. Will she remember him? Or is it, I hope it's just specific to that room. Yeah, thank God. Oh. Yes! Shit, though. Something's gonna go wrong. We can't have a happy ending. There's no way we have a happy ending. But they did find out how to block all pain and memory whatsoever. Oh no, what is this entailing? Yes! You'll kill... Wait. Oh, uh-oh. Awkward. Him and Miss Casey.
Lord Cass? Miss Casey? What's taking place?
No time. No time. We need to get the hell out of here. We need to find the stairwell, man. Shit.
You have to go right now. Go.
Yes! Revolution! Woo!
Mr. Milchick.
Yeah! But Gemma's out though, and Mark's staying behind. Fucking go.
Mark, come on. Come on, Mark. Come on, we have to go.
He's afraid of what'll happen to him and the rest of them, and he's not gonna leave them behind. Shh.
Mark, come on. Mark.
Fuck. Wow. Wow. Gemma, you gotta go before they get you. I understand, but shit. I don't want us to all be for naught. Wow, what an image, man. It's like they're running down the inside of a rectangular candy cane. No. Shit. Fuck, dude. Holy shit. What an episode. I love that, like, they so unabashedly do some of the most absurd, out-of-pocket things just to kind of show just the disconnect and the surrealism of this world down here, their values, what they do to keep everybody complicit and all this kind of stuff, like from, like, again, the very corporate kind of reward system structure and all that, and then this, like, pre-recorded, not even pre-recorded, but like scripted song and dance with this animatronic Kier. As much as Milchick is still like pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and maybe we're just not there yet, maybe that's the journey we're on, but with this little revolt that's going on and him being locked in there, he always just swallows it and pushes through, even though he keeps getting belittled. Even during that little skit, he got belittled, he got undermined, he got talked down to. And we get these moments where he pushes back against those lording over him, like when he was talking about the inaccuracy, the height, you know, how they made Kier taller with this animatronic to kind of make him more imposing, more of a legendary figure. The way he pushed back in the last episode as well, you know, like we see these little like glimmers of him fighting for himself, his autonomy and all these different things. But then when these types of things happen, he just kind of falls in line to protect everything else. I do hope eventually, like with Cobell, eventually he'll see that no matter how much he fights for them, no matter how much like he gives himself to all of this, like they don't give a shit about them, the innies, the outies, any of it. I'm wondering, like, because they were going to like what? Like they said something along the lines of they wanted to sacrifice that goat to entomb it with Gemma as she completes Cold Harbor. She goes out, and obviously they can't have her going out into the world. You know, she's legally dead out there, so they were never going to let her leave. So they were going to entomb her with this goat. And Gwendolyn Christie, like she said, she's led many a goat there. So it makes me think that Gemma isn't the first, but maybe the culmination of all of these previous experiments. And basically it's like, if this doesn't work through, as many more as we need to do. So how many people have they just toiled through all of this over these years, all building up and culminating to Gemma, who in that final room in Cold Harbor, to see if we've locked out all pain, is the thing that brought her here to begin with. The tearing down of the crib, the very same crib Mark and them were going to put together, and to see if she had any response to it at all, while every other room was putting her through a different kind of psychological torture, stress, and situation so that they could dial it in. And then again, these tempers, the things we have to temper to level ourselves out from all these other experiences. You know, they created a room where the number one pain for the subject on a personal level existed. Can we put her in there and the barrier holds and she feels nothing? So in this way, they're trying, like as they've said a lot of times, they want to eliminate pain. Like, you know, with this whole, like the pain of working, the pain of whatever, the what drew Mark in, then the birthing retreats, skipping everything about the human experience that is distasteful. They want to eliminate basically like most of the experience of being human. As much as it sucks going through all these things, it's the pain that makes the things that are good stand out. There is no one without the other, you know. If everything is just sunshine and rainbows, and you don't have these things to kind of like push back against that, it goes into this concept of like, what is the quality of life? What is life? And then there's this idea of like coding personalities. Those numbers are Gemma, because we know they're mapping personalities with these things, and also harnessing these tempers and kind of ironing out all these different kind of things about the human condition. You know, when there's some importance, I think, that Helly like plays a part in this, why he's so disappointed in the fact that Helena lost her fire over time, and he's been trying to produce somebody that has that as well. Because I think they would want, I would imagine, you know, all of this progress would be so that they could map out, like if somebody did have this essence, like this spirit of Kier that he sees in people, they would want to capture that, study it, and then use that as the template for whatever personalities they craft moving forward. So I don't know, maybe they saw that in Gemma, maybe they saw that in anybody else, and but they needed to be in his family, in his blood. You know, I don't know. Like, there's some connection, obviously, to the Egans, to the Kiers, and all this kind of stuff, and what they're trying to do here, and it's all in some way for them. He continuously is having these different spawn in the hopes one will be worthy, I think, of being, like, instilled with this essence, so to speak. And he says he's found that in Helly, not Helena. Like he said she used to have it, but then as she grew older, she lost that fire, but Helly has it. Because in essence, she's been reborn. Like they said in here, like, I've only been alive for like 2 years. And he's like, he's talking to me like a child. The whole back and forth between the two is they're trying to reason, trying to rationalize, and like adolescents, like children, they rebel, they push, they try to figure out the world. And, you know, he chose himself here in the end, despite Gemma yelling and screaming for him in that moment, that crossroads that he was at. So he chooses himself, and that's not a wrong choice either, given the situation at hand. I think anybody in the circumstance would choose self-preservation, because he personally doesn't have any attachment to her. She's safe, she's on the outside, he did his job, but he doesn't have to let Mark go back out there. You know, he's lived decades longer than he has, and he's going in here to defend his own, to go with Helly, the person he loves, to be with her. If this ship is going to go down, he wants to go down with her. That's his Gemma. Which is interesting to me, because I did want to kind of point this out as well, is that we've seen with Helena and Mark on the outside, we've seen with Bert and Irving on the outside, we've seen it with Gretchen and Dylan on the inside, where these feelings, these affections, these deep-rooted core elements of ourselves do manage to transcend the severance thing. Now, this could be a special case because of all of the fuckery that has been done to Gemma, because she's been broken into 25 now by the end of this innies. So more than anybody else who's just an outie and innie. Just usually there's just 1 for 1. As far as we know, there's just 1 and 1. But she's been fragmented so much that could play a different part into this, because it made me wonder why. And that's probably what they were testing with the whole project, because the whole thing was to eliminate those gaps. And they achieved that. So whatever they did with her managed to work, but not in the way that it did with everybody else's ships. Because I was going to say, like, because we've seen that love, that attraction, that all these different things, these metaphysical feelings transcend the severance barrier, except with Mark and Gemma. In every scene or interaction they've had together, there was no real inkling that they knew or felt anything for one another at all, given what we know about them and their history and everything, and what we even saw in the flashback episode. I think that's a testament to what they were trying to do. Everybody else is still running on the old operation, while Gemma is like this next level version of the severance, where they've been able to really cut out any of that bleed, which is the scary part. You know, there's some fascinating just scene work throughout this. Like the way they navigated the conversation between Innie Mark and Outie Mark was beautifully done. And the way that Cobell was also helping guide them through this whole interaction, as they're both pleading their cases, both making very valid arguments, but at the same time, there's nothing Mark has really done at this point to prove to Innie Mark the reintegration thing is even possible, plausible, or not just a lie. So when he's being asked to sacrifice himself, his love, the lives of everybody down there for a process that hasn't been vetted or tested or proven even up until this point to be a viable solution, then that begs the question of, okay, let's say we do this, that we do reintegrate. Like, sure, they'll become one. Like he said, is like, you've had more of a life than I have, so it'd be just predominantly you. I'd just kind of be along for the ride in essence. Where does that leave me and my attraction and my love for Helly? Where does that leave us on the other side of it? You know, there's these questions that Mark can't answer, because we really don't know. Like right now we're flying by the seat of our pants. And again, like seeing the different relationships between all the innies and outies, especially with that resignation letter from Dylan, as he reached out and he's trying to, you know, he's like, hey, I'm done. I'm fed up. I just need to quit. But because of this experience, while we saw the initial reaction to it with his reaction to learning that his wife was cheating on him with himself, like we've seen Helena, who distastes all of it, sees them as this completely other thing. And then Mark, who's been trying to like learn and still sees them as separate in a way. Like there's some similarities, obviously the body and all these other things or whatever, but like for the most part, it's still like me and you. Whereas Dylan and his outie, he was like, I liked learning that as much as it stung initially, because it just made him like, it reinforced his feelings about himself on the present day on the outside. These things he's felt about himself, these things he's always known. And as she said to him out there as well, is that he reminded me of how you used to be before everything kind of beat you down. So when he's looking at them, he like accepts Dylan as a part of himself, and he even took reassurance in that knowledge and the fact that Dylan represents the potential for him, or a part of him that maybe he lost sight of. Everybody's kind of got this different relationship with themselves on these different levels because of their own interaction and their own view of their innie. You know, we got a different kind of thing with everybody else in the group that we've seen so far. And with Helly, you know, coming in here too, because this is her life. She's been here the shortest amount, and she's been the one fighting her like rebellious fervor, that energy, that drive to push, to survive, to fight against everything in there. I assume that's the fire that he's talking about, because she's down here really pushing and fighting for their lives, so much so that, you know, she just wants their autonomy, even if that means that they go out on those terms. You know, she's inciting this with the other innies down there from the other departments, and we got a little revolution going on. And as much as, like he said, like, and I think this is like, you know, this goes back to what we were talking about identity and all these other things, because like James admitted to Helly that he never loved her. He never loved Helena. It just shows like how she was formed and where Helly has found love here, and that fire has been able to be kind of stoked and nurtured in a way that he really couldn't. He snuffed her fire out based on his description, you know? So I like that was like these innate things. It goes back to what I was talking about in the last episode about our experiences and how they muddle everything else. Like there's our core selves, and so much of that is present in Helly because she doesn't have any of those life experience. She was born with this fire. And like he said, so was Helena. But over the course of their existence, over the course of their life, everything, her experiences, him, just extinguished it, destroyed it. And this was almost like her second revitalization. So I think there is, as much as we're like, it's an us versus them kind of thing, a lot of ways. You know, there was that conversation going back to when Mark was talking to Mark. Well, sure, we might agree on reintegrating, or that might be something we can do, but she's an Egan. There's no way they're going to allow her to do that. I think maybe the more Helena is exposed to this side of things, and hell, if there was ever a time where they got to sit down and talk to one another, because we know that she at least can acknowledge that her innie as having these things that she wants but hasn't ever received, you know, at all at this point. So like there's this, what do you want to call it, envy of Helly that she has. I think on the horizon, there is a trajectory in which we can get those two on the same page, but that might be a little bit longer of a con than with everybody else. And I love through all of this, Helly is still just supporting Mark. Whatever Mark wants to do, like she's here for this situation as much as it hurts. She realizes the position they're in, but this is also them taking control of their lives. This is her fighting back because it's also denying them what they're trying to do. It is part of her rebellious, fiery nature. As much as it hurts them both, you know, she still helped him with this quest and even encouraged him to go forward with it. But then he, of course, chose her in the end by the end of the episode as well. It's just like, the fact that once this job was completed, there's going to be this intention about eradicating them all anyway. So it really is this us versus them thing now. And while we did what we set out to do, we saved Gemma. Now it's the innies fighting for their lives. They're down there on their floor in their world, standing up and fighting back against Lumen. You know, so much so as Gwendolyn Christie, you know, standing up for her goats, her children, and helping Mark get through the situation. Drummond is dead because it was just unfortunate. The activation of Mark Scout coming through and waking up in a situation he wasn't prepared for. He just accidentally pulled the trigger and throated that guy. God damn. Some wild shit all throughout this, man. Obviously, there's a lot we still don't understand. There's still a lot of questions we all have. Like, we still are just speculating what the end goal and the end result of all of this is going to be. We know that elimination of pain is part of it, but then there's the extra layer of that is, what is the applicable world that they want to see that used in? What are they wanting to do? And what is that meant to look like? And what is this with all the Kier stuff and with the children of Egan and where, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things like we could just endlessly speculate on, but like wonderful storytelling, wonderful stakes, wonderful dialogue on identity all throughout this. Like again, they said, like, assuming, again, I'm sure they're waiting until after this is cleared before they give the official green light, or maybe it's already been given out because I've been staying off of social media just to spare myself from this because I know like on these days, like I'm usually a little bit behind compared to everybody else, but I haven't looked, so I don't know. But I know they've been working on season 3, so there's already a roadmap for that. They've been writing it and getting ready to gear it up, but I don't know if the official green light's been given. I can't imagine a world in which this doesn't get picked up for another season, man. It's their most successful show, man. Given Apple TV Plus is what would that new report say? Every year they lose $1 billion on their streaming service, which is insane. But yeah, I don't, for the Kiers themselves, for the Egans themselves, what is the application for them? What is the benefit for them? I have to imagine it is crafting a society that absolutely adheres to their religion, their view, their tempers, their perspective of the world, and also eliminating any semblance of pain, basically numbing the human experience altogether. But what a thrilling episode. Like, the tension was there the entire way through. We got a Milchek dance sequence. We got some absurd shit. We got that whole marching band segment, Mark running down the hallway, the fight, the tussle with Drummond. So much in this episode, so many feels, so many emotions, so much confusion by the end of it, but that is just absolutely natural by this point. And I don't know what to expect. I don't know where we go from here. I knew, at least I felt it in my bones that Mark's innie was going to, you know, side with his own and stay down here. I just wasn't sure if we were going to be successful in saving Gemma or not. That maybe his choice cost her her life. I thought that was going to be a thing, or some hesitation led to her being killed in the fray, in the escape or something. So she's out. She needs to get the fuck out of that staircase though, and get somewhere safe so we can reconvene and continue to push back and fight against Lumen. The research is done. I assume they were going to kill her, so the data isn't needed. They did say that, I think, no, Cobell said that they need to extract the chip. So I don't know if they need her chip in order to complete what they've done. Like, if we take Gemma with us and she keeps the chip in her head, are they halted in moving forward with what they're doing here, or did they learn enough through the processes of doing all of this that they could just replicate it now without the chip? Or is the chip an integral part of that? I can't remember exactly word for word what Cobell said about it. I did say that they intended to extract the chip, which would in turn kill her. So I don't know. I know a lot of people had some issues with this season so far. I personally haven't bumped into any of that. I know we kind of broke status quo a little bit and a little bit of the flow of our narrative with episodes 7 and 8. I didn't find that as like a negative. I really enjoyed the shakeup personally, especially episode 7. And I think there's a lot of value in episode 8 all the same. I've really enjoyed this season. I thought they really did a good job continuing the momentum at the end of season 1 and just carrying that forward in a really fun way, giving us some answers, seeding some new questions, and just kind of building out this world and these characters and the stakes more and more and more as we delve deeper and deeper into the muck of Lumen and all that. And then the performances all throughout, again, spectacular from everybody involved. Crazy shit, man. Fuck. I can't wait to hear the conversations about this one. This show's so good. It's too good. Too fucking good. But that's all I got. I'm just kind of rambling at the moment, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. I'm going to let this one soak. I'm going to let this one simmer. And then, yeah, I can't wait to read all the theories and responses to this one, man. But with that all said, sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Share, Your Crow Scott, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey Hill, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, Watchtower, Domi, and Gregory Toner. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.